From Careco TV, one of the longest running outdoor programs on television today. Exploring the country and the coast in search of adventure. From the mountains of the Great Northwest to the shores of the Atlantic Ocean, this is Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin. Today, Americana Outdoors' Jeff Reynolds is out fishing on Lake Texoma, located right on the border between the states of Texas and Oklahoma. It's late winter, early spring. Fish are feeding up really good, and it's Jeff's favorite time of the year to fish.
Perfect day today. It's supposed to get warm today. It's supposed to get nearly 70 degrees. We're at the end of January. Typically this time of year, I mean, it could be anywhere from in the teens to in the 70s. You never know, but it's been cold of late. A little bit of a warming trend, but today we've got it's cloudy this morning, a lot of heavy fog this morning. And it's just, I mean, it's setting up for a perfect day to be fishing. And just typical late winter fishing. It's jerk baits, crankbaits, it could be a rattle trap. Really, it's all about two different things, shad and crawdads. I really look for shad more than anything this time of year. They'll get in these creeks, and a lot of times they'll push the shad all the way to the backs of the creeks. When they do that, that's usually the best place to catch them because they get into a confined area, and when they're feeding on them, it can be lights out, and I mean lights out in a hurry. For this time of year, when you're fishing around shad, the quickest way to find shad is with your electronics. You can idle in these creeks and on the main lake, wherever you're at, and really see where the shad are at, see what depth they're at. Another thing you'll see us fishing with today is the Panoptics. That's the new thing with Garmin that's been out a couple years now. Man, I mean, it's unbelievable what this thing will do. It is actually a live sonar, I guess you would call it. We've got it set up on the front of the trolling motor, so wherever the arrow is pointing, that's what you're looking at, and you're seeing things in real time. It's not the past. You can throw your bait out there and you can watch your bait come all the way back to the boat. See what I mean by feeding up? Look how fat that fish is. For me, my favorite jerkbait is the Spro McStick. You know, it comes in different sizes. You can go to the small one. You know, we started out catching our fish of the morning on a McStick 95. It's just a smaller profile jerkbait, runs a little bit shallower, and the bait that we were seeing was pretty small. I mean, the bait was probably 2 to 3 inches long, so that jerkbait really matched them shad pretty good. Yeah, spotted bass, now a smallmouth. That's the deal. When you get the shad up here, fish are going to be there. Little guy. After catching a few fish on the McStick 95, I decided, you know, I need to go up a little bit, throw a little bit bigger jerkbait. And the reason for that was not necessarily matching the shad, it was the water clarity. A lot of these creeks had stained up a little bit, so I thought maybe a bigger profile bait might stand out a little bit better. Always handy to have a good pair of pliers in the boat with you. These are the bubble blades and put a good grip on them. And great pliers, I mean, good sturdy pliers with some good cutters. That's the main thing. You buy a lot of them cheap ones and they rust up and you know, you can't open them, can't close them. They won't cut nothing, but these are very well built and they work good. You know, this lake's got a lot of marinas on it, a lot of boat docks. You pull into one, you may pull into one creek and it may have 500 boathouses in it. Well, that can be kind of mind-blowing when you're trying to fish, but you know, look at them and see where the shad, idle by them. You know, for us, we're using side imaging. We're looking underneath them boat docks to see if there's shad underneath them. Idle the whole creek, see where the shad's at. Are the majority of the shad in the front, or in the back, or in the middle, and that'll give you an idea of where to start fishing. School of them sitting there. I actually seen a shad sitting on the surface. Just sitting there swimming around, and I threw that jerkbait underneath him. When he seen a McStick come through, he had to have him bite of that. Not a big one, but it's fish.
Lake Texoma is one of the largest reservoirs in the United States, formed by Denison Dam on the Red River in Bryan County, Oklahoma, and Grayson County, Texas, about 726 miles upstream from the mouth of the river. Lake Texoma is the most developed and most popular lake within the Tulsa district, attracting approximately 6 million visitors a year. For any additional information on this show or any previous shows, visit AmericanaOutdoors.com.
It's in our stomping grounds and our playground. It's in our sights and our commitment. It's in him, it was in them, and it will continue with her. It's in my nature. Is it in yours?
Gill that I've used for the last 5 years has been a far superior product than anything else on the market.
The main thing that's really important to me is me being dry. I've been wearing gill suits now for 3 years and never once have I gotten wet.
Engineered to excel, the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series are built for the ultimate ownership experience. It's a commitment to excellence packed with real-world advantages and exclusive features. Experience the accelerated performance standards of the legendary Ranger Z series. From first light to last cast, they're put together to set you apart. Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here.
At Yamaha, reliability is a family tradition. Meet the next generation. 4 new advanced technology-inspired inline 4-cylinder performers. Bred from the reliability and boater satisfaction that is part of Yamaha's DNA. They prove that when power gets lighter, faster, stronger, and smarter, boating gets even better. And more satisfying for boaters like you.
Let's get down to business. Quiet, you sons of fishes. Now, what?
I'm switching sonar.
Why?
Because now I can see fish swimming live in front of my boat. I even see fish attack my lure. Y'all's sonar is just history. I'm out.
I'm with him.
Oh, nice shot.
You put the cool in life. We put the cool in coolers. Arctic ice. Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, is brought to you by Garmin. Fight your fish, not your fish finder. Cabela's. It's in your nature. Ranger Boats. Still building legends one at a time. And by Yamaha Marine. Reliability starts here. Hey, welcome back to Americana Outdoors. We're in North Texas on Lake Texoma with Jeff Reynolds. Well, everybody's got their own style of fishing. Some people like to settle into an area, slow down, and fish. And some people like to run and gun. They like to move around looking for fish.
Me, I'm the type of person that likes to move. I'm looking for fish that are aggressively feeding, that are wanting to bite. I'm not trying to make them bite. I want the dumbest ones I can find. You know, we changed up from fishing the back of the creeks to going out more main lake and fishing a little bit more wind. And the reason for that was it had got calm in the back of them pockets and just really wasn't nothing happening. I mean, it was pretty dead back there. So if the wind's blowing, I normally like to fish in the wind. You know, everything seems to be stirred up more, the bait's moving around more, and the fish are usually more aggressive. For us, we pulled up on a point and just set up perfect. I mean, wind was coming across, kind of coming around this little tire break and going across this point. There's one. Boy, it feels like a good one. Golly, look at the size of that sucker. Oh, yeah. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Look at the belly on that thing. Whew. That's a fish right there. Spro McStick strikes on that one. Finally moved out here on some of these windy points, and this is the second point we hit. And as soon as we pulled in here, I seen a loon pushing shad up. Seagulls started diving. I was working my way back there to him. This sucker about took the rod out of my hand. What a nice fish. Thank you, girl. That was fun. Oh, yeah. There's different ways you can fish a jerkbait. Pay attention to the cadence that you're jerking that jerkbait. And it's either hard snaps of the rod, or it could be short snaps of the rod. You might want to let that bait set for a while. You may want to jerk it real fast. You know, let the fish tell you what they want. A lot of times on smallmouth, I like to get real erratic with it. You know, I'll jerk it, I might just pull it and rip it, move it a lot, and get a reaction strike. Sometimes you want to get that jerkbait suspended. You know, you might have to put some weight on it. Sometimes that's what it takes to catch them. So just pay attention and let the fish tell you the way they want it. You know, the rock crawler is really designed for colder water. You know, when the water temperature's 40 to 60 degrees, I would say. And then, now, that don't mean it won't catch them any time of the year, but to me, that's when it shines the best. It's got the right wobble that you want in the wintertime. You know, it's not too erratic, but it still displaces enough water that if you want to fish it in stained water, you can. I mean, still feel like you got a chance to catch fish. Oh, good one. Oh, yeah. Woo! He's a little hot. That. Well, he clamped down, trying to clamp down on my finger. Nice fish. You know, one thing that you want to remember in any kind of fishing you're doing, I don't care what kind of bait you're throwing, to make it easier on yourself, use the right equipment, you know. And I'm not saying you have to have the highest dollar equipment, but use something that's comfortable. Lighter rods, lighter reels, good reels. I mean, that makes the biggest difference in throwing a jerkbait, having the right rod. A lot of people want to use a rod that's too big for a jerkbait. The rod I was using is a Cabela's, it's an XML rod. It's a 6'7" medium action. That's shorter rod than I use on anything else. But you're twitching a lot. I throw that on a jerkbait and a popper, any kind of top water. But it just allows you to fish all day long and not be as sore. You'll get sore, knotted up between your shoulders from jerking that jerkbait all day long. So use something that's light that you can handle and fish with all day. You know, weather, you got bluebird days and you got cloudy days. For me, I like it cloudy. Fish seem to bite better. On this trip we started out, started out cloudy, real foggy, misty rain a little bit. Even though it's wintertime and it's cold, them are great days to fish. Fish are normally biting better. As you can see, that's when we caught the majority of our fish. You know, all in all, it was a good trip. We caught several fish. We didn't just crush them. What really wasn't quite what I expected, but it was still good. We had a great time. We caught a lot of fish, and hey, it's better than sitting in the office.
Up next, Clark Wendlandt will take you fishing in the middle of downtown Austin on the famous Lady Bird Lake. Stay tuned.
From the makers of Bubba Blade comes the Bubba Blade Fishing Pliers. No matter where you're headed to fish, this tool will become an integral part of your tackle box for many years to come. They feature our patented no-slip grip handles, just like our Bubba Blade knives, ensuring that this tool will stay firmly anchored in your hand. In addition to the handles, these pliers feature a super tough cobalt cutter and convenient split shot and leader sleeve crimping cutouts. The ultimate in control, strength, and durability. Bubba Blade.
Engel's got the original high-performance cooler and a whole lot more. Engel coolers. Go with the original.
There's two things between an angler and the fish, the sun and the bugs. Sawyer's line of sunscreens and bug sprays keep you focused on the fish. Sawyer's Stay Put sunscreen formula bonds with your skin for a more comfortable and better level protection. And picaridin insect repellent will only harm the bugs, never your fishing gear. Also, Sawyer permethrin repels and kills on contact over 55 species of insects. You're already outdoors. Sawyer keeps you there.
Heavy duty, rugged, and designed for the big game hunter and angler. The Food Saver Game Saver Titanium Vacuum Sealer has the power and performance to seal in the freshness of your game and fish for up to 3 years, 5 times longer than standard storage methods. And with its extra-wide dual and repetitive sealing capabilities, that's a ton of big game savings. Tough tested and rated 4.8 out of 5 stars by outdoorsmen just like you. The Food Saver Titanium System, it's a true game changer.
Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, is brought to you by Spro, Sports Professionals, Big Bite Baits, designed to bring the big bite to your line, and by Hobie, Hobie Fishing Mirage Drive Pedal Systems. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors. Now, formerly known as Town Lake, Lady Bird Lake is a reservoir on the Colorado River in downtown Austin, Texas. It was created in 1960 by the construction of Longhorn Dam. The surface area of the lake is 416 acres, and it's used primarily for flood control and recreation. Americana Outdoors' Clark Wendlandt has always wanted to fish on Lady Bird Lake because it looks a lot like Lake Austin that he's familiar with.
I knew there was a little bit of grass in it, and I've heard there's a great fish population. I don't really know exactly why I've never fished it before. It's probably just the logistics, not knowing where a good boat ramp was, the busyness of that area. You know, it's kind of hard to imagine putting a boat in there. It wasn't really that bad. We got down there early, there wasn't any traffic yet. Got our boat in the water, and you know, it was still dark when we put our boat in, and then we just trolling motored all the way up the lake. You can't run a gasoline-powered engine on that body of water, so I can only use my electric motor. But you know, my Cabela's X900 AGM batteries, I knew I had the strength and trolling motor to get way up the lake, and we can't wait to get up there. Kind of the anticipation, you know, there's fish kind of starting to bust as it gets daylight, and you know, we really felt like we were going to have a great day. We noticed there was a little bit of current, and we got out and we started flipping along the main river channel, and kind of up under some cypress limbs and got a bite. Well, that first fish wasn't that big. It was 1.5 pounds, but you know, it just said, okay, well, you know, this might work. First bass of the day, I caught that on a Strike King Hack Attack heavy cover jig. And what I'm doing is, you know, we've just got on some kind of steep banks right off the bat. Look how healthy and pretty that fish is. And I'm just flipping cypress trees. Fish got all these black spots on it. Oh, get up in here. That's a good one. And talk about those black spots. Look at this tail right there. See how all those black spots just kind of, I mean, those are kind of birthmarks. I mean, you see it on fish a lot in some lakes. A lot of times early in the year, you really notice it a lot, but I love when I see that. Boy, that's a good fish right there. Great fish. God, that's a good one now, I promise you. Oh, now there's a good one. That's a Lady Bird Lake bass right there, if I've ever seen it. Look at the size of that fish. Usually a 6-pounder and a 4-pounder don't lie to you. Maybe this is what I ought to do. So we just went to flipping and started whacking them. Oh, that was cool. Oh, get up here. in here, dude. It's a good fish right there. A lot of times they'll feed out in the current, but what these fish are doing is they're tucked back in there just a little bit. And a lot of times you can get that bait in there, you can catch one. Thought I'd lost him. Oh, get in here. Oh, he jumped off right there. Oh, that sucker was shallow up in that shade.
We'll be right back with more of urban fishing right in the heart of downtown Austin, Texas.
Hobie kayaks provide the ultimate lightweight fishing platforms that will offer anyone what they want when it comes time to hit the water. Hobie Kayak's commitment to innovation, quality, and owner satisfaction is unparalleled in the industry. So when it's time for you to go kayaking, remember there's only one name to remember, and that's Hobie Kayak.
What I love about the Bradley smoker is that it cooks everything perfectly and it holds all the juices in.
So today we are going to be smoking some barbecue ribs, some venison sausage, and some dove, which is awesome.
You will never grill me doves again. I have to have them in the Bradley smoker. I would prefer to use the Bradley smoker every time I cooked. Well, that's really true because I love this thing. No lie. For more recipes, log on to bradleysmoker.com.
When I talk about Sunline, I think of one word: confidence.
Sunline FX2 is what I use for all of my frogging and flipping.
S61 braid, which braid plays a big part in fishing line.
Shooter, I'm going to use in those close quarter deals like flipping and pitching.
One of my favorite techniques in fishing the tournament trail is to fish offshore ledges.
We have taken the questions out of the equation.
Take my word for it. It works. It works, dude.
Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, has been brought to you by Bubba Blade, the ultimate sportsman's knife, Power Pole, swift, silent, secure, and by Sunline, the strength to guarantee your confidence. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors. Lady Bird Lake is a major recreation area for the city of Austin. Its banks are bounded by the Ann and Roy Butler Hike and Bike Trail. The businesses offer recreational watercraft services along the lakefront portion of the trails. Austin's largest downtown park, Zilker Park, is adjacent to the lake, and Barton Springs, a major attraction for swimmers, flows into the lake.
Look at the size of this snapper. I knew he bit. This is what you call a snapping turtle right here, and I mean a big one, a giant. And he bit my bait. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can ease down here and release him without getting my finger taken off. I really had two baits that I was fishing. I was fishing a 3/4 ounce Strike King Hack Attack jig, and I was fishing a 1/2 ounce. And both of them, I put a Rage Crawl trailer on there. I had it all green pumpkin. I was fishing the 3/4 outfit with braid, and I was fishing the 1/2 with fluorocarbon. The setup, I felt like I needed that heavier weight in those really thick places. There's a lot of thick vines. There's just thick places that if you flip a 1/2 ounce bait in there, it won't let your bait fall through there. And so, you know, we probably got a few more bites on the 3/4 ounce setup, but both of them worked really well. Good fish. Caught him on a chatterbait right on that wall right there. Fish. You know, when I'm flipping heavy cover a lot of times, what I'm looking for is those, you know, those thick little patches or places where there's something, you know, there. Well, what happens is if you flip your bait in there and you don't go over that cover, your bait's gonna basically gradually work itself back to you pretty fast. Even if you hop at one time, it's coming towards you. So a lot of times I'll actually flip my bait over something. It might be over a log. You know, I lost a 5-pounder over a log. We caught a lot of big ones kind of up through those vines. I'm usually always wanting to put it over something so it can stay in the attack strike zone as long as possible. That one was pretty shallow, but he was in thick stuff. Pretty dark fish. You know, what I really like to do in a situation like this where it's a lake I hadn't fished, you know, as this day's progressed, we've caught some really nice fish and we had a lot of bites. I just like having a lot of rods ready. I got a 1.5, I got a pure poison, I got a frog, I got a KVD splash. I mean, I've got a little bit of everything. Obviously the jig, rage bug, you know, just different things to fish in different situations because you just don't know exactly what you're gonna see. I tell you what, we've had a great day fishing Lady Bird Lake. If you get the opportunity around wherever you live, go try a lake that you hadn't spent a lot of time on. It's a way to really become a great fisherman, and it's awfully rewarding. If you get a chance, check out our website, like us on our Facebook page, message us, let us know where you'd like to see us go. We'd love to hear from you.
Hey, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Americana Outdoors. Americana Outdoors is a Careco TV production.